having ideas is a lot harder than it looks. Today, today earlier I was going to the mass on foot and I started thinking about this video that I needed to record today, and I couldn't think about the topic that I was going to talk in this video. And then I started thinking about having ideas for the videos because I've been recording videos for 16 days daily. So for every day in the past 16 days, I've been recording a little bit, and I already noticed a pattern that emerged as I started and as I kept recording. And I realized that when I try to think about the idea that I will share in the video, and even when I produce some bullet points, just like this one, so I recorded earlier an audio while I was walking and organized the video into topics for me to not forget anything. And when I do things like that, the video usually gets a little bit more views. And this comes from my own data, from the data that from of my own videos. And I know that I don't make a lot of views, just some views in every video. And I am a small YouTuber. I'm just starting, so that's I don't think that's a problem. I'm still learning a lot. I just started, and I am not good yet, but I realized that when I don't think a lot about the video, uh, the video goes a little bit worse. So just just some effort is enough to make a difference. And for example, one video that went different because it was really easy to record was the video where I shared was actually were actually two videos. The one where I shared that I created an way with Cloud Code to post on Instagram from Cloud Code with API connection, and also when I showed that I posted Instagram stories on Cloud Code. So it was a lot easier to record. I did not write any topics, or even I did not even organize it that the ideas that I would talk about. I just started recording and showed what I had done in those days. And it was really easy uh, because I think that talking about what I already do daily is easier. It's easier because the process is already done. I don't have to to get that idea into a new structure. I'd say, and it's a lot harder to talk about something when you just kept that in your mind to yourself. So when you try to get something from inside your mind to the world, it's really harder than it looks. And also, I think that the videos about Cloud Code, Instagram, and API, those two, they got I think they got a little bit more views because AI and Cloud Code is a topic that is with a lot of hype nowadays, and it's my as it is my daily routine because I work with that. I think it was a lot easier to talk about, and also I think it might be it might have more attention today because AI is expanding a lot in these last few days. And I realized that. So I think that my channel, even by being really small, because I only get a dozen views more or less in each video, and I am not having any success at all until now. I know that everyone that comments, everyone that likes, and everyone that says to me that they like it, the video, this really helps and makes me think, oh my god, this is good. Not because not good of being of quality, but it's good for me to be doing this challenge of recording daily for 100 days because I am learning by doing, and I think that I am improving a little bit at each video. But what I thought about today is that it's getting harder to think about the topics to talk on the videos. And the root cause that I identified is that for the past few days, I would say 7 to 10 days last week, I am not reading enough and I'm not writing every day as I should in this challenge because the 100 days challenge I I I got to myself that the most important part of the challenge is recording every day. But the challenge that I got this idea from is about not only recording every day, but also writing 3 pages every day, three morning pages, and also reading every day. And I said to myself that I would read 30 pages every day because I've already done that for a long time, so it's not that hard. But writing 3 pages is a lot harder to me because I'm not used to write that much. And but why I think that not reading enough and writing every day makes me have difficult to have the ideas. It's because I already realized that when I read is the time that my mind has the most ideas. So maybe I would say that if I am reading this book from Chesterton, uh, I will have a lot of ideas about what he's talking about, but I also have a lot of ideas into other areas because my mind is really hard to focus in only one theme. So if Chesterton makes a reference to something, I started about thinking about that thing, and then it reminds me about other thing, and then the ideas start to connect, and I have some ideas. So when I read, I always carry this handbook at my side to write anything that comes to my mind because this is the time that I have the most ideas. And also writing is what gives me to give it forces me to give structure to what I think because as I think into I think about a lot of things when I write. I think I start to deep my understanding about my own thoughts, and that's why I think that by not doing these two things daily, it's getting a little bit harder to record videos and to have ideas for the videos. And what I think what I think that's necessary. Uh, First, let me recap and tie it together everything that I've said until now. I noticed that I noticed the pattern that when I think a little about recording, when I think a little before recording, the videos do a little bit better. And the only exception was the videos about cloud code and Instagram API, those things. And right now, I'm running out of ideas because I stopped feeding the system, because I stopped reading and I stopped writing every day. So that's I would say that that's the leak on this bucket of recording videos. And one commitment that I'm doing here right now, out loud on camera, is that I will get back to writing 3 pages each morning in this handbook, in this notebook, and I will also begin reading 30 pages every day, not only from physical books like this one from Chesterton. I've read only half of it, but also I've created some time ago. I created a website that I put all the articles, all the emails that I want to write, and right now I have about 200 of them to read. I think I said right some moments ago, but it's to read. So I will start to read the equivalent of 30 pages every day in that website and also from the books that I have right now. And that's it. And just one thought to end the video is that quality output demands quality input. So that's it for today.